Hello, and welcome to Lunch with Allowing bawiii. Today, our topic is the power of gratitude. Now, everybody's grateful for something. And one of the things I do is I think about at least three things that I'm grateful for. And that helps start my day right. Um, and that's one thing that I would recommend for just about anybody to do is think about what you're grateful for. The power of gratitude also works well in relationship. When you're working with somebody, when you're living with somebody, being grateful for what they do for you is very powerful stuff. Hey, HW, happy Friday. One of the things that I'm going to start doing is I'm going to match my daily topic in the live stream to my daily topic on my video. So any input you guys have into the topic of the day, it might get included in my video. It'll help expand and grow it and help get you out there too. And if you're looking to grow your base and your community, it'll help with that because you can always link to that and we'll give you a shout out. Anyway, the power of gratitude. The power of gratitude is very powerful because of the power of attraction, the law of attraction. So if your focus is on gratitude, you will attract more things to be grateful for. So very powerful there. The opposite is true too. I mean, if you're upset with something or disgusted with something and you focus on that, you're going to attract more of it. So which would you rather do? Attract more things to be grateful for or more things to be upset about? Really, there's no real two answers to that. You guys, when you're coming in, let's remind you, get that thumbs up. It'll help get us found here. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Mash it, like it, whatever your term for it is. There's one site that actually talks about like that like button. It was pretty funny. Hey, Gerald, good to see you here. Happy to have you. And good morning, HW. Well, it's still morning here. I don't know where the rest of you guys are, but it's morning here still. We got 3 people in the chat and 0 likes. What's going on with that? Maybe the like button's broken. So anyway, talking about the power of gratitude, talking about putting in the video, any input that you guys have, feel free to pop it in the chat because, like I said, I'm going to be using it for my video today. So you'll find the power of gratitude is going to be my talk on my video today. What time is it where you're at, Gerald? Are you in the United States? You in Europe? Where are you at? I know HW is here in the United States. We did it indoors today. Yesterday, the stream was outdoors and something was wrong with my connection. So it did a lot of buffering and we actually got disconnected. But we should be nice and stable today. Can't be happy if you don't appreciate. I agree. 100% agree. So what are some other ways we can keep our focus more on gratitude? like I said, in the morning, I do at least three things. I think about the three things that I'm most grateful for. Um, but what are some other things during the day we can do to help focus in on that gratitude? In business, every time you get a client or have a client resubscribe or re-up or what have you, that's a great time to focus in on gratitude. In online stuff, whenever you get a new subscriber or a new thumbs up, a new like, that's a great thing to be grateful for. Community is a great thing to be grateful for. In fact, communities like this, um, the idea is to help each other. And we'll go check out all of your sites when we watch the replay here and find out what's going on. If I'm not subbed to you already and I like what you got, I'll sub. Um, give you a thumbs up, write a comment like we do in community. The gratefulness about community, when you show gratitude in community, it helps the community support you as well. I've noticed that a lot whenever I'm in a live stream like this and I go out and check out somebody's site and sub to it and I like it. I'll come back and tell them what I do appreciate about their site right in the live stream so that it shows that I went out and actually saw what they're doing. That's powerful for people when you go out and show that you are actually doing something, going watching their stuff. I heard one YouTuber say he'd rather have somebody watch their whole video than subscribe or click the like. So a lot of these people are artists in their own way and will appreciate when you go out and appreciate their work. So we got anybody else new in the room? I see 3 people in. I see 2 people chatting. Let's see, 2 thumbs up. All right. I'm grateful for that. Gratitude. Anybody else got any comments on gratitude? I know HW basically said you can't be happy without gratitude and appreciation, which is 100% true. In fact, can't be happy without. I'm making a note of that for today's video. So, thank you, Gerald. Appreciate that. Everybody in the chat too, take the time to go check out the other folks' sites. If you click the little 3 dots right next to their name, you can view their site right from there. So it doesn't take you off of this channel and allows you to go look at it and see what's going on. The idea of this community is to support each other. So to give back, to help. That's how you build communities, by helping people. And that's how you get ahead in life. The more people you help to get ahead, the more you get back. Good morning, Life on the Trail. It's great to have you here. Or / afternoon. I don't know which it is for you. I was just saying, let's all go out and check out each other's sites. Click the little dot. Susan N. Hello, good morning or good afternoon, wherever you're at. So those of you that are just jumping in, the topic of today is the power of gratitude. And I've let people know that my topic of my video today is going to be about the power of gratitude. So if you've got any input, put it in the chat. And I'll be using input from the chat today to do my other video. And I'll give you a shout out as well. Happy Friday, TGIF. Also, I was talking about one of the things I do every morning is, and a couple of you have heard this a couple times by now, but one of the things I do every morning is I think of 3 things that I'm grateful for? And sit there and think about it for a little bit. And it just helps me start my day right. We were also talking a little bit about being thankful for things like this. Every little thumbs up, be grateful for. Every subscription, be thankful for. Every time somebody watches your material, be thankful for it. Gratitude is one of the most powerful tools out there because when you are grateful, you attract more things to be grateful for. Let's see, who's new in the chat? Still morning in Oregon. Okay, so Oregon Trail. Is it raining in Oregon? Be grateful, people. Not where you want to be. Not where you them to be. Be grateful where people. Oh, I see. Be grateful for where they're at, not where you want them to be, it sounds like. Agreed. That goes back to expectation. That's it. That's a good one. Be grateful you're 6 feet above. I heard, I was watching a video once. I think it was Tony Robbins or something like that. And he was talking to some business people. And he asked them, what is your definition of success? And the most energetic guy in the room, his definition of success was being 6 feet, not being 6 feet under. And that made it easy for him to be successful every day. And according to the presenter, he was like bouncing off the walls of the place. And then the business presenters that were saying that, I have to be at $1 million a month and this and this and this, the more difficult they made it to be successful, the lower their energy was. And it made it almost impossible to meet the goals that they had set. But the guy was just happy to be conscious, happy to be awake, was, in his view, he was the most successful person there. I bet he was grateful for it too. All right. Let's see. Am I missing anything in the chat? Hello, everybody. Cool. Got 6 people in. That's almost a record. This is only the 3rd time we've done this. Last time we had some very serious difficulties, technical difficulties. And I don't even know how anybody could have stayed on the stream, but they stayed on. Thank you. Thank you for staying on. And thanks for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. And again, if you've got any input on gratitude, I've already got a couple of good ideas to use. They'll be actually included in my daily video today. So you'll get a shout out. What's another way that we can focus in more on gratitude? Hey, Pam. It's great to see you too. Well, not that I could see you, but it's great. I appreciate you coming in and helping out. So one of the things I like is to set little trigger points, whatever it may be. When you see, 6 feet above, I do. Whenever you see something, let it trigger you to be grateful. For example, a sunrise and or a sunset. Let those be a trigger. They're beautiful anyway, so it's an easy trigger. Let those be a trigger to help you remember to be grateful. And you can be grateful just for that one simple thing. Be grateful for the sunset. Be grateful for the sunrise that you get to see. Be grateful somebody lets you in traffic. Be grateful when somebody cuts you off in traffic. That tends to happen a lot more to me than people let me in. But set up anything you can think of to be a point to stop and reevaluate and say, I'm grateful, I'm thankful for this. Life in general. I mean, I went out to one of our community's site today, and positive. It's all about positivity. And they had a video playing of puppies. Got like 6 or 8 little puppies. And that kind of feeling that gives you, I'm grateful for. It's easy to be grateful for that. Anytime that you're being grateful, you're not being hateful, you're not being resentful, spiteful. You cannot physically be any of those other things while you're being grateful. So that's another one of the powers of gratitude. Let's see, 8 people in the room. I think that just broke our record. All right, and 4 thumbs up. Thank you very much. Will's World, good to see you, man. I know you're at work. Can't really, okay. So Pam, how are you doing? You doing good? I know your computer was slow. I don't know if it still is or not, but if it isn't, let me know. I was in, yeah. Oh, dogs. Actually, that's one of the things that we can learn from dogs. Not to say anything, to encourage anything, but a dog, you can kick them one day and you come back the next day and they just love the heck out of you. They're grateful to see you. They're happy to see you. That's one of the things that we can learn from our pets is they're always pure love. They're always happy to see you. It doesn't matter what's happened. Anybody else have any input on gratitude or how to show you're thankful or how to show appreciation, what to appreciate? Any of those things, go ahead and pop it in the chat. We'll talk about it a little here, but also I'm collecting more ideas for my video today. So you can actually be part of the video as well as the live stream. What's another thing you could do to remind yourself to be grateful? I haven't done this yet, but I've done it for other things. You could go as far as to set reminders on your phone to where they pop up at various times during the day. And just remember, look for something to be grateful for. There you go. Shout outs to those you're grateful for. That is a great idea. Actually, I'm going to write that down. Not only is that a great idea, but everybody wins when you do that. You're showing your gratitude, they're showing their gratitude back, and they get new people's, more eyes on their stuff when you do that. I try to start my day saying, thank you, God. That's definite appreciation. Definite appreciation. Likewise. Very grateful right now. I'm glad we're all here, Pam. I mean, HW. And I'm glad Pam is here too. Pam is a huge heart of people. She shows so much love. She was one of the first. Let's see. Yes, I agree with you, HW. I appreciate everybody being here. We're up to 9. We'll be thankful for that too. Thankful for that. One of the things I found about YouTube that I didn't know before I started doing this, I had no clue actually that it was there before I started doing this, is there are a lot of communities out there. Communities that support each other, communities that help each other grow in more ways than one. And since I've been on, I've only been on YouTube for now, somewhere between 3 and 4 weeks probably. And there are other communities I'm part of, like Michael Fire's community, the best hour of my day. If you haven't seen that, definitely check out Michael Fiery. Um, hey, Pam, do you have a link to his? If you please post it. Oh, Will says we're buffering again. That's interesting. So another community that I've jumped on, and it's usually in the early morning because I get up early, is the username is Harmony, and she has these live streams that play rock music, and they got some really good rock music going. So I get up early in the morning, like 4 o'clock, 4:30, 5 o'clock, somewhere in there, and I'll put on the headphones and go listen to her stream. I don't know how they do it, but their community is also very powerful. They are very supportive. They go out and it's almost like you just first time you jump in, they all go out and like your channel, subscribe. Yeah, I love that stream too. It's fun. It's fun. I don't mean for this community to be as much fun, but the idea here is sharing, not inspirational, but feel good type of thoughts, and helping people to feel good and helping people to grow wherever we can. Of course, they got to be ready to do it and they got to be looking for it. But we're here to help in those ways. So this isn't like every other stream. It isn't like every other community. They all have their own flavors. And the idea here is to bring up topics like the power of gratitude and talk about it and discuss. I want this stream, this community to be more of a discussion than me just sitting here talking. I love the input that you guys give, and I'm grateful for it. Thank you. Love that stream. Yeah, they're talking about Harmony's stream. Refresh and better. Okay, so maybe we don't have too much buffering going on. And just tweeted to Michael's group that you are live. Thank you, Susan. Thank you very much. Let's see. I'm on Twitter too, but I haven't been using it like I should. Maybe I need to get a little more involved with that. What's some other ways we can change something little to focus in more on being grateful during the day? Talked about thinking about 3 things in the morning that you're grateful for. Talked about setting certain things as a reference point, like a sunrise or a sunset, to trigger appreciation. How about when you go to work in the morning? Let that be a trigger, or in the afternoon, whenever you go, let that be a trigger to be appreciative of work. A lot of people don't like work and they don't want to go, and it's like, But if you appreciate it when you go to work, appreciate the fact that you've got a job, appreciate the fact that you've got income, and appreciate the fact that you can bring more service to them, more value than you get from them, and feel good about that too. That's another thing that you could do. Now, those of you that are in business for yourself, obviously, you appreciate your clients, your customers, your subscribers, and show them that you appreciate them. I know a business owner that very frequently will just stop by a client with donuts just to show his appreciation. And that particular businessman, I don't think I've seen lose a single client yet, due to them not being loyal. Jordan lost his pet. Yeah, I heard about that. He lost his cat, I think. Just going through the chat real quick, make sure I'm not missing anything. So right now, I'm only planning on doing these for about 30 minutes. As we grow and more people are jumping in and we've got more to talk about, then we'll probably extend it. But for right now, I think we're just going to do 30 minutes and we got about 4 minutes left of that. Pets are great. They give so much love. That's one of the great things about pets is they're almost pure love. You know, it's funny. You can leave your place and come back 15 minutes later. And if you have dogs, it's like they haven't seen you all day. It's wagging their tail. So happy. Such great energy. Show grateful to yourself by saying at least 3 great things about your day. Good idea. Good idea. That's being grateful for different things in your individual day. I like that idea. Another one to note down for today's video. Gerald, the bawiii part is my initials. My name is Burton Alonzo Warner III. So the III is the third part. The allowing part is most of my life, I struggled like a lot of people do, fighting things and pushing against and trying to force things to happen. And at this point in my life, I've learned to allow them to happen and not to fight them, not to push against, not to try to make things happen, but get in the right frame of mind and allow them to happen. So that's what the allowing part is. And again, my initials are BAWII. So I thought it was allowing bawiii. Yeah, I hear somebody talking in the other room. I don't know if they think I know I hear them. Life on the trail. How about actively using what you are grateful for? I am grateful for the ability to hike and the many things many aren't physically. It's very good. You know, and by doing that, that's simple for you to do. I mean, I've heard a story about a kid was complaining about his shoes and his parents, because his shoes were old hand-me-down shoes, and his parents took him downtown where there's this poor kid that had no feet. And he learned to appreciate his shoes. So very good idea, life on the trail. I am going to note that down for today's video. Grateful for, okay. Clint Moore is in the house. Good to see you, Clint. Good to see you. Yes, Pam, it does make for a unique name. I've actually been pretty good at that most of my life, coming up with good, unique names. In fact, a lot of people don't know I used to play in a heavy metal band in the San Francisco Bay Area. And we were coming up with a name. We had an attitude, a positive metal attitude. So the songs we wrote were positive and uplifting as opposed to destruction. And we were sitting around as a band coming up with names, and I came up with our band name, Latum Force, because most metal is not positive. Most metal is destruction. And Latum Force is the name I came up with, and Latum is metal spelled backwards. And we put an umlaut over the A just to make it look better. But thank you for that compliment. The allowing part came a little bit later. I just started off as bawiii, and that was just too short, at bawiii. So the at kind of became allowing. Heavy metal, no kidding. Yes, you wouldn't know it. I had hair down to here, weighed about 30 pounds less, lead guitar. We toured the San Francisco Bay Area for probably about 3 years. Went to all the club circuits there. Did a couple of demo albums. So that was a fun time. Fun time. My wife really liked that time. That's where I met her. Was when we were doing that. And here, 28 years later, we're still married. Everybody that got married about the same time we did have since not been married. And I appreciate it. She's the love of my life. She and I are actually soulmates. And we came from opposite ends of the country to meet. It wasn't coincidence, let me put it that way. And I was playing in a rock band. You didn't know that, did you, Pam? I have an interview on our channel in 15 minutes. Are you doing a live stream? If you are, when we get out of here, let's go bomb her channel, or the, I'm sorry, I didn't even, Happy Trails Hiking's channel. No editing video for next Tuesday. Oh, okay. Happy birthday too, by the way. Happy Trails. I know it's your birthday tomorrow, and you're not doing a live stream tomorrow, so we can't bomb you then. But everybody go check out Happy Trails Hiking. They're doing a 30-day challenge for fitness and health. And I just actually signed up this morning, said I'm in. I'm going to actually be doing weight training to put on a muscle mass. I don't know if you guys out there know, but as you get older, you lose the muscle mass and you lose your T levels. And it's good to put it back on. And that's what I'm going to start doing for my 30-minute workout every day. It's going to be weights. Okay, we are at 33 minutes, and I'm going to keep these down to about 30 minutes for right now. We're going to be doing these every weekday, and 11 o'clock Mountain Standard Time is what I'm doing right now. If we need to change that, we will, but I'll let you guys know. That will be 1 o'clock Eastern, noon in Central, and be too early for lunch in California and Oregon. But thanks for joining us from Oregon. I want to thank everybody for stepping in today. I want to thank everybody for communicating. And if you watch the video that I'm going to do this afternoon, you'll see that I will include a lot of what we talked about here. And it will be about the power of gratitude. So thank you all for coming. I appreciate it. I'm grateful that you came, and hope to see you in the future. Have a great day.